Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. This is the part 25th of Python Web Framework tutorial course with Django. In this tutorial, I will show you how to call the HTML page in Python using Django Web Framework. If you are a first-time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. In my previous video, I have showed how to install the latest version of Web Framework Django for Python. If you missed my previous video, at the end of this video tutorial, you will get that link. In that video, after I installed the Django latest web framework, then I have created a project in Django to write the Python web framework. And this is the folder name Python Django. Inside this folder, there is a project called My Project. The project name is, and these are the files automatically created when I created a new project in Django. I'm using Visual Studio Code to write the Python file. Open folder. Now I have created the project in D drive. The folder name is Python Django. Open that one. In this folder, we have created the project, my project, the project name is. Let's select this folder here. After I select the folder, now let's view Explorer. Notice here the small panel which contains the open editors and Python Django folder. Now in this folder we have a subfolder called My Project. Let me expand that, and these are the folders that has been created automatically when I install Django Web Framework. Let's open the subfolder also. So after we add the project to Visual Studio Code, now let's open and view the debug console. Switch to the terminal. And notice here the path here is Python Django. In this folder we have a subfolder called My Project. So cd change directory My Project, the folder name, enter. Now let's run the Python server. Python manage.py this file name run server. And after we run the command, we got no issues found, and this is our server. So press Ctrl and click that one. Click that link. The version I am using, the Django, is 3.0. Now my aim is, instead of showing this default web page, I want to create my own web page here as a default home page. So for that, let's create a new Python file in this project. Right click the mouse, new file, and here I am giving the name index.py. This is a Python file. Now in this index page I am adding from Django.http. Let's import. I'm importing the HTTP response. Def, I'm defining the method hello. The method name is request, and requesting this method colon. Notice here once I add the colon, the cursor is blinking with some gap, so which is called indent. So make sure write the code where the cursor is blinking This method return HTTP response. So HTTP response, simply h1 tag, I'm closing the h1, hello world. So I want to display this hello world message instead of displaying this default Django web page. So open urls.py page, and notice in these URLs we have the called URL patterns, the path method, which I don't require. So I'm commenting that one. I'm adding the new path, single quotes, comma, I'm calling this index.py method. So we need to add, so make sure import these two packages, the admin and path. So from dot, I'm importing this Python file index. Now let's add the index dot, the function name is hello. In the index.py file we have the hello method which returns the hello world message. So in the URLs and the path method, the second attribute is index dot, the method name is hello method. Add comma here. That's it. Let's save these files. Save all. Let's refresh the browser. I'm reloading the browser here. See, here we got the new output hello world, which is our home page. The index.py hello world. Suppose I want to display this admin page, I'm uncommenting that one. Let's save this file, Ctrl S. I'm reloading the browser. So now again we got the default home page of the Django, which is the admin page. So I'm commenting this one. Now my aim is instead of return this hello world message on the browser, I want to return the HTML page. So first let's add a new HTML page. So to add the HTML page we require one template folder. Let's create a new template folder in this my project, which is a root folder. Right click the folder, new folder. I'm adding templates. Now in this templates I'm adding the HTML page. Right click the mouse, new file. I'm adding the page name is the index.html web page. Now in this index.html page I'm adding the doc type. I'm closing the HTML tag. Inside this HTML I'm adding the header section, title, my first Python Django web tutorials. After the header section I'm adding the body section. Let's close the body. In the body I want to display the message h1 tag, this is Charan. I want to display this message, the h1 tag, on the browser and here. So after we adding the index.html page, let's save this file, Ctrl S, then let's go to index.py page. So when we want to call the HTML page, we need to import from Django dot shortcuts import. I'm importing the render. Now in the same hello method, the return render. In this render method takes the parameters in the render method. I'm adding the request comma between single quotes index.html. index.html I'm adding in this hello method in index.py page. And now the next step is very important. Open the settings.py page. In the settings there is a template section. Notice here the directories dirs. Right now this is blank. os dot path dot join, the join method. Now in this join method I'm adding the base directory, base underscore dir comma, and the second parameter is the string parameter, string path between single quotes. I'm adding this templates folder name. So make sure when you want to call the templates, you have to add this join method, os.path.join method. So after adding this, now let's switch over to the URLs. Make sure in the URLs we are calling the index.py, the Python file name. In this Python we have the hello method which requesting the index.html. In this hello method it renders index.html. Let's save the file, save all. Now let's reload the browser. I'm reloading the browser. So notice here we got a new output. This is Charan. We have added the title here, my first Python Django web tutorials. We have called this index.html page in Python using Django. That's it.